What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Last night on After Hours, we kind of sort of had a conversation roughly about this audio that's been released about Fresh allegedly getting this chick pregnant, right? And so it's this Asian chick and she set him up and, she made the phone call. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just play the phone call for you that's been released on the internet, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts afterwards.
All right.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing. Okay.
I want to keep the baby.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids. You know?
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Nothing. Well, why did I do anything to you?
Nothing?
Why did I do anything to you?
No, I know. So like, how are you gonna deal with this? By saying I don't want a baby? That's all?
I mean, I could go to the doctor, I guess.
To the doctor. So you want abortion?
I mean, yeah. Why do you want a kid now?
And why do you make me pregnant now?
That's what I'm like, there's no way that's true. But then it's like, oh, wow. Like,
So just think about it. It's meant to be. God
Sorry?
wants you to have the baby.
definitely not.
It is. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened, and then you're fucking me for a month, and I'm pregnant. What does that mean?
Well,
Now I just think about it, if you force me to kill the baby, then you're a sin.
So essentially, I think that this is all messed up, and from several different angles, right? Because I had a moment to kind of sit on it and think about what was said on After Hours from everybody that was on the platform. And these are my thoughts. Number one, she's setting him up. It was a setup from the beginning. If he ever slept with this chick and he wasn't situationally aware, even if she's not pregnant, because we don't even know if she's pregnant. We don't know nothing, right? And if he busts her down without a rubber on, then he got bigger problems to think about versus actually having to take care of a chick for 18 years. But that's a completely different conversation. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. It's all a setup. And as men, we need to be situationally aware when the women that is saying that they rocking with us is not really rocking with us, but they just trying to take advantage of the possibility of having to come up and getting an 18-year contract and then be tied to you basically and getting famous and leveraging your celebrity to get famous. Because you got to remember, man, a lot of these chicks, they don't even deserve to have a platform. The only thing that they have is a fake body and jumping on a platform and all of that. And so this is why I'm sketchy. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm very, very leery. I got trust issues as a content creator or as a person that's a public figure because I just don't trust these hoes. I don't trust none of these hoes, bro. And, discipline in that instance is important because you have more access than ever before. And as you get older and as you get richer and you become more successful, and this is not just pertaining to Fresh or any situation that I would hypothetically put myself in, this is pertaining to all men. You got to be very careful and choosy as hell. Just don't be out here spreading your seed or even associating yourself. Forget the idea of sleeping with them. Associating yourself with a woman that ultimately is going to try to finesse you. And if she recording conversations, obviously part of it was snipped out. But the fact that you even recording a conversation in the first place shows me that you shady and you got bad intentions. And we don't have enough women because everybody is going to react to this and they're going to say, oh, Fresh is taking an L, Fresh is a fool. Perhaps. Agreed. I don't disagree with that. You still got to be on top of things. And I think it's a way for him to be able to get out of this. he good if he's smart enough and he got people around him, and you can make that adjustment, okay? But on the other side of it is, why aren't we also holding a woman accountable? Why is the onus always just on the guy? Every time. See, when we hold people accountable, we got to hold everybody accountable. You can't just hold him accountable. You also got to hold her accountable. But the intention from the very beginning was shady and dangerous, and obviously she slept with him. And you can tell by the phone call, like it's a disingenuous position in trying to get him to say something that's out of pocket. And then she gonna release it to the general public. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you trying to do? What is the goal here? Is the goal always, and I ask this for all women, and if y'all don't want this to be y'all stigma, then why aren't y'all holding women accountable? Because you can't just say it's 100% on him. Because if he'd have did something that he wasn't supposed to do, as far as like putting his hands on her or something like that, oh my God, he would be crucified. Women would be calling for his head, all of that, bro. And because we don't want to be honest about what it is that we're dealing with here, and the very intentions behind the people that's doing the things that they're doing in the first place, it's very difficult for me to not look at this a little bit more objectively and say, hey man, ain't nobody really having this conversation on the other side and saying, what about this chick? What about this chick that was open because she let him bust him down without no rubber also? That's crazy, man. Busting a chick down and skeeting off on her in 2024 is crazy. But again, the audio is obviously altered because there's parts of it that's cut off. The fact that you even recorded it in the first place shows that you got bad intentions. And I just don't trust nobody, man. I don't trust no chick at all. I already don't trust like people in general, guys, none of that. But these chicks that's out here trying to finesse you, nope. You got to sign the paperwork. And if we not getting money together, you don't even need to be around me. And so that's generally my position. I think that we got to be a lot more careful because it's difficult to have this conversation. Yes, we are supposed to hold them accountable. Yes, we got to hold her accountable, but it's difficult to have this conversation when you already under duress. It's much easier to have a conversation when you ain't got to worry about it. But now women is going to say, well, why are you worried about it? You ain't in a situation. It could be any guy that could be accused of something. We don't know if she's telling the truth, but y'all automatically take her word for it because you want so bad for a man to fail. And I'm not even a fan of fresh. Like, that's not even a thing. But these chicks want so bad for a dude to fail. That's number one, that they automatically going to believe all women. But also on top of that, they all looking for a come up. And instead of them, because she obviously ain't got no skill set. Somebody told me that she was actually on a show before. And so, nah, man. Nah, we got to be on our game. We got to be on top of it. And the reason that we got to be on top of it is not for them, it's for us. And it's much easier for us to be able to advocate for something when we already in a position of power versus being under duress or being in a situation where they can take advantage of you. And so I don't support that narrative. I don't rock out with it. I do think the intentions are bad. I do see a way for him to be able to get out of it. But here's the question. Is he going to learn his lesson as a result of it? People want to celebrate somebody else's downfall so bad. And I'm even reluctant to even speak extensively on it just because, it is a possibility that it's true. And it could be a possibility that it's kid. But then us as men, we have to be more responsible with the fact that we have a larger platform, which makes it much easier for people to target us. And anybody can say anything about anybody. And so I would encourage people to also allow for the truth to really come out and show itself, which we know that that's not what people gonna do because that's just not what people do. They want the sensationalism and they want for people to fail so that they can have some fodder to laugh at them about. But, you can speak on it from a hypothetical perspective, but also let the truth play out because often at times it's not what you perceive it to be. We do need to have some more dick discipline, but I also would like for women to also hold these hoes accountable as doing some of this egregious stuff so they don't make you look bad. Because one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. And they all want to put men in the same boat, but then you want us to look at you as individuals. Don't be a hypocrite. Be on top of it. Close your legs. Marry before you carry. And then we don't have this problem no more. Or we eliminate majority of the problems that we got within our society. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm curious as to what you guys think. Obviously, you've seen the text messages and all of that. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. I don't just by default believe these hoes. She operating under the seat. Yes, he's a fool for even associating herself with her in the first place and not being able to see the finesse. But then at the same time, two things can be true at once, and we got to hold everybody accountable that's a participant. I love you. I appreciate you. Hopefully, I'm giving you all a balanced perspective, and you can look at it objectively. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.